Okay, good evening everyone, and welcome to this live webcast. Um, so this is the second session on Bodhicitta, the heart mind of enlightenment. We had the first session on Bodhicitta last Tuesday, a week ago, and those of you who didn't join it can find it from YouTube. And this session will always also be uploaded to YouTube later. So maybe it's good to remind a few basic things about bodhicitta and samsara that I was talking already a week ago. So as an aid, as a preparation or preliminary for understanding the mind of enlightenment and especially the heart of enlightenment that relates to all other beings, I was talking about contemplating samsara or confusion in our own case and also in the case of other beings and other people. And for this session we have an hour-long session, so I was thinking of trying to convey, trying to not really transmit, but to point out to you what this heart-centered enlightenment or care for other beings are, and how it is very meaningful, like a catalysator or a generator of our enlightenment in Buddhist sense when we regard the suffering of others and practice not only to put an end to our own suffering and confusion, but to put an end to help others also to put an end to their suffering. So last week I was talking about samsara, I guess a little bit more than I usually talk, and this week I was thinking of putting more emphasis on practice and how to actually feel and understand, and through this feeling or experience of being connected to other beings, other sentient beings, that is constantly discussed in all forms of Mahayana Buddhism, what it actually is, because this is really the obviously the main point that separates, or not separates, but makes the small vehicle or Hinayana Theravada different from Mahayana. And also, as you know, in Open Heart we practice Vajrayana, which is the tantric extension of Mahayana Buddhism. So it really is the core point of the whole Mahayana vehicle, or bodhisattvayana, bodhisattva vehicle. And if we fail to understand this very crucial point, that we are practicing not only for our own sake, but for the sake of all sentient beings, then we are automatically, inevitably, only practicing according to the small vehicle. And this automatically means that our the fruit, the result of our practice will be less than what it could be, less than what Mahayana Bodhicitta, compassionate vehicle, would enable. So this is a very, very important point. So I think I'll leave a narration to this, and we will go to practice. At this point you can see, all viewers, you should be able to see the mantra that I introduced last time, Abba Hu Mani Peme Hum Hri, which is a variation of the mantra of Avalokiteshvara. And Avalokiteshvara is the Buddha of compassion, which means that it is the really the pure compassion. My English fails me now, but it's that heart-centered, caring, pure aspect of ourselves. So when we are talking about Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and deities in Buddhist practice, in Tantric practice, we are always really talking about qualities that every one of us already has. We just have to dig it out, because it is hidden or obscured by all these self-centered thinking, emotional habits, mental habits, and so on. So those syllables in that Abba Hu Mani Peme Hum Hri, Abba Hu, those three are the three seed syllables of 11th, 12th and 13th Bhumi, Abba Hu. So it puts us directly in connection with our Mahasiddha Bhumis. I have written a book about open heart Bhumi model and the way how we view Bhumis. The book is freely available from the website. What's Next on Post-Awakening Practice is the name of it. So if you haven't read it, you can find it there and read it and learn more about the way how we use and view Bhumis. So those Abba Hu are the seed syllables of the three Mahasiddha Bhumis, and then Mani Peme is the code word or key word for Avalokiteshvara, Chenrezig in Tibetan, and then Hum Hri specifically addresses our, well, you can say, if we talk about in the sense of Bhumis, the Hum syllable, it addresses everything in Bhumis 1 to 10. And from 1st to 10th Bhumi, that is exactly what our mind is. So mind, different layers of our mind. In other words, it's our whole energetic system where our samsaric traits, karmas, klesas, self-centered habits, patterns are stored. So when we utter the mantra Hum, it gives a flush of purifying energy into this whole complex, whole energetic system. And Hri is the seed syllable of enlightened heart, a very heart-centered mantra. So let's go to practice. Take a good upright posture. Forget about all special states. We are not going elsewhere from where we already are. And we are not seeking to get elsewhere than where we already are. In simple terms, in actually it's not only simple terms, but simplifying it too much, oversimplifying, we could say that non-meditation or Ati Yoga is about being here and now. But that's a bit too simple, I think, because if we start thinking about being here and now, we automatically make simple presence, being simply, nakedly, purely present, something else. Because there is not some permanent here-ness or now-ness where we can abide. There is nothing permanent in time and space, in the passing of moments as well as location where we can abide in our mind. Physically there is, we sit on a chair, we sit in this room, which obviously is a location in space, but mentally that is a different story. So just like physically we are in physical three-dimensional space. Three-dimensional space has depth, width and height, these three dimensions. Similarly, usually when samsaric mind means that in our mind we follow thoughts and emotions and impulses and compulsions and so forth. So we follow those objects and reflect back to the subject self. And this is three-dimensional mind. It seems that in that samsaric mind it has the same three dimensions. But really, if we recognize natural state, that aspect of natural state that doesn't move, we can already understand that this is zero-dimensional, not really a state. It's not a state, but a zero-dimensional experience, not three-dimensional. And as our vipassana practice matures, we can see that also these all thoughts, emotions, habits, even traumas actually are without, even though they appear as objects, they have the same taste, same quality as the basic space does. And actually it goes even further, not only in the mind that thinks and feels, but it reaches also to the physical body. So when one matures in Buddhist meditation, even though the physical body is, right here, and we can see and feel our bodies and other people's bodies sitting in this three-dimensional space, because of this becoming, should I say, integrated into integrating our body-mind with the zero-dimensional natural state, our experience of the physical body and physical surroundings subtly changes. It doesn't seem so, I'll just say that it is experienced in a different way. in a more direct and distanceless, without distance in that way, more immanently. Okay, I'm getting a little bit sidetracked. Feel your body relax a little bit. I recommend closing your eyes. In January and February and March, in these Tuesday sessions, we were workshopping on Rigpa, or knowing awareness. If you didn't join those sessions, you can find the recordings from YouTube. But I won't repeat everything I've said in the previous sessions, so if you don't understand something, you should go back and do the practices in those previous recordings. So as you relax your body, you let waves of relaxation massage your body from the inside. There is also knowing of this relaxation, knowing of these relaxing waves that flow through your body. There is knowing of it. Knowing of feeling relaxation. This knowing is Rigpa. Which really is the foundation, most important point when we wish to understand our true condition and when we wish to become liberated. So at this point, if you didn't join those previous sessions, when I say knowing of feeling relaxation, it's not only feeling relaxation in the body, relaxing, relaxing, relaxing. There is also knowing, like basic recognition, of relaxation, basic knowing of relaxation. And this knowing is Rigpa, which is discussed a lot in Ati Yoga, Dzogchen, teachings of great perfection, great completion. Now, after a couple of minutes of relaxing, let's connect the pillar below and above the body. So this is a variation of the jewel visualization taught in Open Heart Yoga. So feel your physical body, and then feel the space straight below your physical body, from your pelvic floor, intuiting feeling into the space below the body. Reaching your attention at least 5-6 meters below, or endlessly further beyond 5-6 meters. After 5-6 meters it's the same, because there are no more centers after that. So the intention is to reach not only Bodhisattva Bhumis, but also reach to Mahasiddha Bhumis. And the 13th Bhumi is 5-6 meters below the tailbone. So we extend our attention down, and then at some point you will feel like a clicking sensation. Sort of like when you put a key to a lock and switch, there is the click. In the same way, there will be an energetic click. So when your attention hits the Mahasiddha Bhumis, there will be this brilliant, clarifying, calming, warm, loving, soft clarity that comes about. And when that happens, you just feel it. You just feel the connection of the 13th Bhumi below with the body-mind, meaning the energetic system inside your body and outside your body in the aura. When you have let it sit for a minute or two, then we will connect the pillar above the body, above the head. So you can simply intuit into the space above the crown, 5-6 meters above the crown, or endlessly beyond 5-6 meters, and just be open. Just be sensitive about it. You don't have to forcefully project your attention up. This is not really a concentration exercise. It's more like we aim our attention up and just be open for whatever opens up, whatever connects. And when we have the intention to connect with the Mahasiddha Bhumis, that's what will happen automatically. So that same energetic click, and then just feeling the connection, being open for it, bathing in it. That is a dualistic way of saying that you bathe in it, you and it, and bathing in it. But actually, when you mature in your practice, and when you get more, when your mind system gets purified, you will know that this is the same self-empty quality it has, and that it's really your own true nature that becomes clarified when we make the connection to these Mahasiddha Bhumis below and above. But until then, when you are not yet there, when you don't have that non-dualistic experience, then just bathe in it. You know, like a luxury spa bathing. Really enjoying it. Not controlling, not being rigid, but really letting the charge from Mahasiddha Bhumis, letting it massage your all cells, letting it touch your heart, letting it clarify, clear your head, letting it calm your body and heal your body. So there's certainly a lot in these simple techniques connecting below and above. There's a lot to tap with this simple technique. We are directly cultivating with this technique, cultivating all three stages of Buddhahood, of perfect liberation. And as I mentioned in the Abahu Mani mantra, when we chant Abahu syllables, we are really practicing the same technique, just in a mantric, verbalized form. Here we are doing the same thing in a shamatha meditation form, because we use our concentration or attention, we move our attention to connect with the center, to connect our body-mind with the center below and above. So this is like a shamatha application. For a moment, feel the connection of both pillars, above and below, as if it was one pillar. Like this big pole. And then at the center of it, feel the heart, the space inside your chest. Let it brew for a moment. You don't have to try to figure out, am I doing this correctly or incorrectly? What am I supposed to do? Where was the pillar again? It's more like you can think of it in this way. It's opening to the center of the earth and the midday sun in the summer at the same time, feeling that connection in the body, in the heart. And just letting it open your whole being. It's sort of like when a flower in a meadow, it sucks water and nutrients from the ground, from earth, and it gets light and warmth from the sun, it makes the flower open up and bloom. Exactly the same thing. So you don't try to open up your body, the soft tissues, your heart. You don't try to open it. You let it open by itself. Just like a flower naturally does. When it gets water and nutrients from the ground and light and warmth from the sun, it automatically opens up, naturally opens up. When these south and north poles of this central beam, when they get connected to the heart, can you sense what happens? Like, can you sense what happens, what else happens than this vertical connection? Can you sense how also a horizontal connection, it starts to come out from your heart. It starts to extend horizontally. Can you feel that? Maybe let it simmer a moment and see if it happens naturally. You don't have to try to make it. My experience is that it happens naturally. I guess it also depends of one's ability to discern sensations, to detect them, and also probably advancement in mind purification also affect this. But see if you can feel a little bit of that horizontal expansion or horizontally connecting outwards. What I mean by horizontal connection is not only forward from us. If and when the heart is the center, the pinnacle of the energetic event, I mean expanding 360 degrees from the heart to all directions. To all directions. So now we get to the topic of the day, which is Bodhicitta, heart mind of enlightenment. And now we get to the little yogic workshop that I have in mind. So first of all, in all major religions, from Buddhism to Hinduism to Christianity, to Taoism, Confucianism in China, there is the same basic idea of being equal with other beings, respecting life, upholding life, being kind, and being loving towards others. So that is really shared by all worldly religions. Buddhism talks about compassion, and compassion cultivated or generated for all sentient beings, while being actually helpful to those beings that you live with or who you meet. So, as I said in the beginning of the session, in Mahayana Buddhism there is this Bodhicitta, cultivation or remembering compassion, cultivating compassion towards others, understanding their confused condition, samsaric condition, and their problems, their suffering, and helping samsaric beings in any way that is available. Let's do a little visualization now that we have connected the central pole and open our heart a little bit. Imagine that you're sitting in the center of a sports arena, like ice hockey hall, basketball arena, or whatever, that you're sitting right in the center of the field there. And that around you there are those auditoriums, hundreds or thousands of seats, and that these seats are filled with sentient beings, all other beings. They can be in the form of human beings. You can just imagine a sports arena auditorium full of people. Or if you have something more exotic in mind, that is also fine. Just sit there in the center of that field and be with those other beings. Just be with them. Share a moment of being present with them. How does it feel to sit with others, to sit with other sentient beings? How does it feel? So we are using this simple imagination or visualization of a sports arena and these beings around us. But this is how it actually is. You know, we are connected with sentient beings around us. We are just using a simple image to study what bodhicitta is. Do you feel warmth in your heart? Does it feel, I understand that there can be some, if you have like a social anxiety or you're afraid of people, I can understand that this anxiety or fear might come up a little bit. That is completely fine. Just let it be. But don't force it. Just let it be. But also, when we use this simple visualization, we can feel this warmth and sort of like becoming grounded and settled because of this warmth. That it feels so natural that it calms us down and feels natural. Is that your experience also? And then let's contemplate the suffering of all these beings. You know, you have in this visualization, you have many hundred or many thousand beings around you. You know, a big sports arena. Maybe 10,000, 15,000, 50,000, 200,000. A really big sports arena. And then, just like we can see when we walk down the street and see people who are more or less familiar to us, total strangers as well, we can see how people's, from their facial expression, that they are burdened by anxiety and fear and anger and confusion. We can see that from faces of people in everyday life when you live in city. So now, as you have that large auditorium of people, beings around you, how does it make you feel that each one of these beings are burdened by this self-based confusion? That they mentally and emotionally suffer because they are confused, because they have a belief of self. Feel that suffering. Feel that confusion. How does it feel? Maybe through, at this point of the exercise, Um, you feel this like an immense energy that might feel restless or anxious or fearful or unsettled. But also there is this sense of being settled, being firmly grounded, and being clear, and also warmth and softness. So now, one of the basic prayers we practice in open heart is the short relative Bodhicitta that goes, "May all beings be free. May all beings be free." So now that you have experienced this suffering and confusion of these sentient beings around you, pray for them. Wish them liberation of suffering as understood in Buddhist Dharma. Wish these beings around you this liberation through silently saying in your mind, like a mantra, "May all beings be free. May all beings be free. May all beings be free. May all beings be free." You actually wish this freedom and liberation to beings around you. Continue it 1 or 2 minutes. You can sing it in your mind, really sing it out for these beings so that they can hear it and feel it. Now you can let that prayer subside and simply feel what happens because of this prayer. What is the change? Is there a change? So now, perhaps at this stage, you can already feel a little bit clearer the three basic characteristics of the natural state that I was talking in Knowing Awareness sessions earlier this year. This basic cognizance, cognizant quality, knowing quality, second aliveness, and third groundedness. So now that we applied this Bodhicitta prayer, those three characteristics should become a little bit more clear or enhanced. But then let's go to that money mantra, Abahu mani peme hum hri. So if you don't know this mantra by heart yet, you can read it from the session description. Or if you can still visualize, feel this being around you and chant this mantra for them. So let's chant together. Abahu mani peme hum hri. 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 Bahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu mani hum hri. Abahu mani peme 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 hri. Abahu mani peme hum 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 hri. Bahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu mani hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Bahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Bahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Bahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Bahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Bahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Bahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Abahu mani peme hum hri. Then you let go of repeating the mantra and see what happens. Feel, see, subtly perceive what happens in your own body-mind, as well as in the visualized image of all those sentient beings around you, numerous sentient beings around you. What happens because of this mantra of compassion, Avalokiteshvara practice? Even though it is just a visualization of these numerous sentient beings around us, it feels like there is actually a benefit, dharmic, spiritual benefit for them from this practice of compassion, Bodhicitta practice. Is that so? Check it in your own experience. Also in your own body-mind, when we do tantric, mantric practice such as this one, immediately after the mantra there will be a peak of energy charge. Just be with it, like we were bathing in the energy of connecting with Mahasiddha Bhumis below and above. Bathe in this energy. Just like I mentioned, when bathing in Mahasiddha Bhumi charge, it is a dualistic way of saying it, bathing in it, or bathing in this case Avalokiteshvara charge. And the way how you can get from the dualistic way of seeing it, experiencing it, is to check, is there a me or self meanness in this energy? Is it an entity based energy or not? Simple vipassana. And every time you have this recognition that whatever prayers or tantric deities you are practicing, that there is no self there, it helps you to understand the whole tantric practice better, because you realize that these deities, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Dharmapalas, that they are not gods external to you, but archetypes of our own liberated mind, liberated condition. Still staying with the sensation, with the charge, getting soaked in it. Being washed from the inside. In a way that the border of meanness disappears, vanishes. So not only applying vipassana in the accustomed manner, but also releasing, relaxing, surrendering. Being completely open. Now, if you go back to the visualization briefly, visualization of beings around you, how does it feel now? Much clearer, isn't it? As if there was a big emotional release in that crowd of beings. And because of that, these beings around us seem more settled, more peaceful, more calm, more clear-minded, more natural. Isn't it? Look at your own, feel your own condition of your body, mind, and heart. How do you feel? How does it feel? Not only superficial warmth and superficial clarity, superficial connection, but deep warmth, thorough clarity, really being settled, grounded, really having a heart, isn't it? This is the heart and soul of Bodhicitta practice. When we pray and practice, we practice to attain Buddhahood as soon as possible for all sentient beings. This is what it does. It really reveals our own true being in a thorough manner. If we go quickly through bodhicitta prayers or mantras, or don't focus in our practice and don't connect with the energetic meaning, the inner meaning of these practices, then we miss everything. Then we miss the whole point. But when we do connect with the inner meaning, with the energy of it, and see the emptiness of these experiences, then it works. Then we are on the path of Buddhist yoga, Buddhist dharma. Then it works in citation marks. Then it works for us. Then it really works. Then the practice accomplishes what it's meant to accomplish. Then it's going to the right direction. So maybe for a moment before the concluding prayers, getting back to that visualization where you are in the center of a big arena, sentient beings around you. So we felt the confusion and heaviness, suffering of these beings who we didn't, just sentient beings, nameless sentient beings. We felt that heaviness, and then through bodhicitta prayers and mani mantra, we felt the difference. How does this experience make you feel when you think of your own motivation to practice? Is it more natural to just sit alone by yourself and do practice for your own sake, being separate, distant from others? Like being closed in a shell. Or does it feel natural to regard, to have care, to share your practice with other beings, and dedicate merit for them so that they are ready and ripe when they come across Dharma. Which one of these motivations clicks for you? And then let's make this a little bit more compelling. So, as you are there, surrounded by all these beings, think of people who you know. And include them, your family members, your friends, your relatives, people who you know, who you are connected with, and also, of course, Sangha members. Include them there around you, perhaps in front of you, left and right sides, just knowing that these people who you personally know are there as well. Would you practice and act and benefit only for your own sake? Or also, do you wish that people who you know, family members, relatives, pets, Sangha members, their families, their friends, and all other sentient beings also should be included? It's not very difficult to come into the conclusion what masters of Buddhism and all religions have been saying for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And this is why we cultivate Bodhicitta. This is the meaning of Bodhicitta. That even though we are individuals, we have our own body and our own mind, and we have our own lives, and whatever we do, whatever we think, but the same nature is shared by everyone else, all sentient beings. And for this reason, I feel, that's how I understand it, is why, especially when we get a taste of this basic nature, when we get a taste of it, we get it going, we have insights. I have felt that then we automatically start thinking of others, not only ourselves. We start caring. Actually, in practice, we start caring for others. Even though we did like a meditative visualization in this session, it also becomes physical. It affects our physical life. The way how we see people, how we, in any way we can help them in this particular sense, help them in their suffering, help them to come to their true being, which is the same as our true being. Clarity, liberation, freedom, what it means in Buddhist Dharma. And when that motivation, that view is there, it makes us joyful. Do you feel joyful now? Soft, clear, but also this is it contentment, being content, being fulfilled, being nourished. This is how I understand Bodhicitta. Okay, we are a little bit over time, so let's go into the basic prayers. If you don't know these prayers, you can quickly go to the en.openheart.fi website, find Open Heart info and introduction practice, and then at the lower part of the page you can find these basic prayers. So first, refuge, relative and absolute versions. I take refuge in the Guru. I take refuge in his pure land. I take refuge in the Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. I take refuge in the Sangha. I take refuge in the Guru. I take refuge in his pure land. I take refuge in the Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. I take refuge in the Sangha. I take refuge in the Guru. I take refuge in his pure land. I take refuge in the Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. I take refuge in the Sangha. Feel the refuge, what it is, what it means. Then absolute refuge. I am the Guru. I'm in the pure land. I am the Buddha. I am the Dharma. I am the Sangha. I'm in the Pure Land. I am the Buddha. I am the Dharma. I am the Sangha. With each prayer, feel the meaning of it. What is the absolute refuge? Then, relative bodhicitta, may all beings be free 3 times. May all beings be free. May all beings be free. May all beings be free. And absolute bodhicitta, all beings are free 3 times. All beings are free. All beings are free. All beings are free. And then dedication of merit. May all beings receive my accumulated merit. I dedicate the merit to the refuge and to all sentient beings. And then join hands. Okay, I think that's enough for this Tuesday. We will continue on Bodhicitta next Tuesday, so welcome to this live webcast again. And also this Sunday on 7th of April in the evening at the same time from 6 to 8 p.m. Finnish time, EET, we have what is it? Online introduction to tantric yoga and open heart. So we had such a session a month ago, and now we are having, it's a Zoom session, not a live webcast. So if you want to join that, it's free of charge. You can find the event from this same openheart.fi Facebook group. You can find the event from this group's events, and then find the Zoom link that you can join. Just click the link a couple of minutes before the designated time and you can join that session. It's a little bit more interactive because in this Facebook webcast I cannot see you, you can see me, but I cannot see the participants, but in Zoom we can see each other, so it's a little bit more interesting and interactive. So thank you for this session. As I mentioned, this video will be uploaded to Open Heart YouTube channel, so you can review it there. Thank you again, and see you next time.